Zantares on a timing over in bathrooms. He was looking towards Found to get any information, but he realizes if they'd cross towards long, he can be wrapped upon. So backs off to the next angle and grabs a clean kill. One headshot for Zantares.
Well, let's see if they can handle the pressure. As Paravision going to be sending these youngsters at the Aurora defense to see if they can rip them apart. Noda up first. Clearing out towards the site. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Wakadia set up for distraction of his teammates. He only gets the one kill. Madra walks the cap the rest, though. And that's going to be Aurora winning the pistol, only losing a single player.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he only gets the one kill. He's such a distraction for them, and it takes so long for them to trade him off that everyone else...
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.
Paravision likes to play with you in the dark. They don't like you to know where they're moving around the map, which is why some of their rounds take so long. They're going to be walking everywhere. We know James has always enjoyed doing that. So the fact that Major's able to get that jump spot is actually a huge benefit.
Yeah, it's just all about gathering the info as early as possible for Aurora. And so far, it's an opening kill for Paravision in this round. Unexpected, considering what weapons they've got.
Yeah, you don't really see that firing squad work out in that fashion a whole often.
Look at Woxic, though. Based on all the information they get from that peak, he knows he's got all the space in the world to get a flank going. He's a little bit more tentative of the fact they could fall back in towards him, so eventually when he gets the information they coming up through short, it might not even be required as Jorda just mows them down into 4K, looking for the ace. Not going to put himself in harm's way. Doesn't want another rebuy. You know, losing 2 players in a round like that causes 2 rifles to be purchased, messes up the economy for 4 players, so you don't want that at all.
Out towards Fountains for Paravision. It's just Belshanock who's playing outside the B bomb site.
Clear shot from Woxic, getting the AWP out this early in the game. Woxic could absolutely take over the Surfer on the CT side with his AWP if he's having a good one.
Doesn't seem like any big issue at the moment, but it could turn into one. That's the second time Paravision has tried to just kind of step down the stairs to front bathrooms and just lost a player for it.
Sure.
First in the pistol, now against the AWP. If that's a theme, it's a problem.
Under a minute on the clock, Wakadia playing towards barrels, forcing him to the open. Great shot from AW. Jorda blinded as well, has to run back down into the pit. He's got his teammate Madra peeking out from heaven. Now it's the turn of Jorda, but he can't do anything about it as AW continues to frag. He's going to have to fall back going away. He goes in for the plant again once that nade has been blasted. As Zantares now arriving on the rotation down to B. It's a great kill on James. Can he get a follow-up here? Yes, he can. Zantares to drop AW, and that's the difference here for Aurora.
His aim is looking a little snappy today. He was darting back and forth between 2 different angles for that peak. It's all on Noda. 1 versus 3. He's going to come in through Monster. Doesn't feel like there's a snowball's chance in hell he can do this.
He's going to give it a good go and melted by Major. So that's 3 in a row here for Aurora. Sharp start here on Overpass.
And back to the B-bomb site we go. Woxic is at long with his AWP. Zantares in the bathrooms playing towards Divider. They expect there to be more presence towards the A-bomb site in this round, but it's not the case. Joda, Wakadia, and Major going to have this execute on their shoulders.
Flash on the pillar ready. Jorda going to be cleared out from behind the barrels. Belchinock doing some great work. Wakadia, backing away, getting out of danger for the time being.
Everyone played counter flash. Everyone played counter utility on this defense. It gave so much room. It was such an easy route to run. And I don't know if you want to go for this one. If you don't get a kill soon and turn this into a 3-on-3, they might just call it off entirely.
We got a boost coming up here. Zantares climbs the top of his teammate's head. Can he be the turret that's needed here for Aurora? But ends up getting spotted. And they realize now, Aurora, they've got to give this one up. They just don't find the way into the round. And Paravision finally finding some success that results in a round victory on that B-bomb site.
Yeah, that Barrels player needs somebody to slow down the run. If everyone's playing counter nades and counter utility, nobody's there to actually give him any kind of support to give him time to find a clean fight. Wakadia goes down at the end, an expensive death to take as he's only got 600 in the bank. So Aurora's going to have to drop a weapon over to manage their economy. And Paravision's on the board for the first time.
Zantares getting a little bit more aggressive in this kind of round, pushing out towards the top of the connector stairs. He now plants himself in the corner, and you couldn't have asked for a better round for Zantares. They all lined up, and he takes 3 kills. Makes it look so simple as well. He falls away.
And an incredible round from your star player. You put faith in the AK saved and the AWP saved and don't invest around it whatsoever. And both those weapons have netted you the results you wanted. 4 kills, 3 of them from Zantares' AK-47.
That was so quick as well. The time to kill was rapid from Zantares.
Man, that peak couldn't have been worse timed though as well.
You look at any other player, well not any other player, but most other players backing into that corner, you're thinking, Oh, they're not a good spot. You can't fall away. They're going to get 1, maybe 2 here. Zantares takes 3 without really even being shot at. Like, he loses half his health, but it's just the way that he handles business. He never looks scared.
Why does James just get like 20 times better when he's saving?
This is where he was born to be. This is his domain.
This feels like it's very fakey, and James is going to get punished for just chucking out about 6 pieces of utility, and all you have left now is this hit towards the A bomb site, but there's no presence to make Aurora feel like A is the end goal.
Doesn't feel like it at all, does it? Wakadia now primed and ready, even while blinded, getting one through the smoke. Gets traded out by Belchenok, but there's no getting past Joda. Your A lurker's gone, Noda's dead, and Aurora are performing exactly the way you would have wanted to see them perform today.
Yeah, now Paravision's just getting picked apart and looking lackluster, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking very average.
And I mean, it comes back to that point of like...
Paravision already set up with the majority of forces ready to go to B again. There's one bomb site in this game.
It's the more passive defense, though. They've been able to exploit this one a number of times.
Good timing on the flash, just as Belchenok wanted to move forward. Further utility coming in here for Aurora. They know what's coming at them. Can Aurora hold on? Belchenok over the top, getting rid of the barrels. Player, they all line up for Belchenok. Couldn't get the 3rd kill, but AW certainly will. And Paravision into the site.
Okay, well, whenever Aurora's playing super passive back in the bomb site, where Toxic Barrels is first point of contact, this defense has been weak. Otherwise, they've been able to hold strong. I don't know if Woxic and Zantares should actually go for this, but they want to see if they can get themselves a cheeky kill. Nope.
Oh, the wallbang's coming in, the nade over the top. Zantares just about got away from that one as well. 30 seconds. Such a limited time. Once again, the B bomb site will be attacked. It's a flash ready for Major to set up his 2 teammates. Joda up first, and he goes out to the peak. There's a little bit of an awkward confusion there for the T's for a second, but then James and Noda both come out on top. Zantares down, takes his dad. Belchenok hands it out. Noda follows up, and it's an absolute calamity here for Aurora, getting caught by flashes. A little bit awkward, and it ends up being a 4th round for Paravision on that B bomb site.
I can't believe this is just enough to do this to Aurora. And now I imagine you're going to hunt down this AWP. I mean, Aurora's just trying to find the timing to get aggressive. They cannot find out a winning defense at this bomb site. Good kill from Woxic as he maintains his deathless scoreline, 6-0. But Paravision slowly closing in from the A bomb site. And Woxic is going to have to battle to survive. Plenty of money for Aurora, so he'll have the op in the next round. Well, Zantares was there this round, so he can't say anything anymore.
Yeah,
Woxic, though, he can still talk some smack.
All right, just Woxic. He's the only one with the ability to talk some smack. Look at this throw from Zantares. Look at the smack
it's a faster execute, though.
Yeah, and acceleration is actually negated the issue of Zantares' aggression, and Excello, well, straight away to a kill on Wakadia and Joda. We got Zantares now arriving in that flank, but his teammates are gone, but that's the bomb, and look, AW's he's still here, and that fence protected Zantares for just a second longer, then Zantares still goes down. So Woxic, once again, running down from the A bomb site, frustrated that all of his teammates are gone on B. And Woxic's got a 1v3 ahead of him.
It's just different timings, and these B defenders having a really rough time being coordinated and handling it. And I think they're so frustrated now, and they've had so many different looks that have not worked that this time they just kind of get bottled up in shadow along the boards. They can't hold on to the B bomb site.
Yeah, that's frustrating. But it's the idea that they just keep hitting B over and over again.
They haven't even really changed it up all that much. Like, majority of it has just been these hits through Monster. James picking off a player, swinging and jiggling at boards, and then everyone else kind of coming in, either taking down the Toxic Barrels player if they're passive. I mean, that's the thing, though. That's where you'd also say that indication should have been there to the B defenders. Like, if Zantares is pushing that aggressively and sees nothing at playground and always wrapping around above ladder, if all 5 players are outside B right out of the gate, then it's got to be a faster timing than usual.
Well, finally, it's an Aurora opening. They brought Woxic over to address the issue at the B bomb site, and Belchenok is the first victim. Can Aurora take a lead out of the first half of Overpass, or have Paravision done enough to pull this back to a tied game? We've got Noda, James, and AW now coming at the B bomb site. Once again, a B finish being set up. It's Joda winning through Monster, MP9 to melt 2, and this time they're not getting through. Paravision held at the door of the B site.
Nice job from Jota. Great round. Close up behind the smoke. He makes it look easy. Makes you wonder, should have just done that earlier, maybe. Would have been nice.
Well, it would have been. There's the bomb, and there's the kill. excello going down to Jota's hand. It is Aurora who will leave this first half 7-5 up. A very frustrating half. They couldn't figure out the B bomb site up until the final round.
And this is an incredibly deadly stack. And with only 28 seconds, Aurora don't have any other options.
Zantares all the way up as Wakadia going forward through that smoke, and it's Noda to come out on top. Jame with a follow-up headshot, and Jota and Woxic with only 2 kills going the way of Aurora here. It is not enough to even think about a bomb plan. It is a shutdown in favor of Paravision on the A site. It's our first round on the map getting to watch that A bomb site, and it is a failure. So Paravision happily collecting this pistol, starting to shrink the gap already.
And it feels like Aurora just want to split the B bomb site. 2 players coming from door in towards short. 3 going to come through Monster. They'll beat that smoke.
Nice good shot from Jota. That's going to be an easy one onto Belchinok. We've got Noda trading out at least, but he can't get away. It's his teammate excello stepping up and excelling inside of the site. It's Jota and Zantares, the victims, X'd out as Major and Woxic now 2v2. There's Jame up for the peak. Woxic moves into the bomb site, going to be committing to the plank grenade, landing a little bit too far. And Major, he's already waiting for this push around the corner. AW walks right into him, and it's down to Jame to try and clutch this up. It's going to be so difficult to pull this off for Jame. 2 rifles on the other side, and they double swing, and they take him out. Jame just couldn't get a shot off. Great recovery to the round there from Aurora. Good pause and relocation. He was looking towards bathrooms. Woxic had his number.
Well, I'd say, yeah, not in terms of like volume, but in terms of impact, I think he found all the kills he was looking for, right? He got like 2 or 3 of those supportive kills as the jiggle peek came from the boards towards the B bomb site from the T side. As a T side opper, that's kind of what you want. Woxic can do him one better though, finding a deep pick into the A bomb site, and now it's all Zello.
Yeah, excello going for it. Zantares is going to go down. At least the trade is quick here from Aurora, staying focused on the A play. It was B simulator in the first half. Now it's A simulator over and over and over again. Here's Aurora. Bash down the doors of the A defenders. It's Noda having to save, and no chance as he runs away. It's 10 rounds here for Aurora.
Out of the hands of Paravision for the next round, make things easier. Low HP Majors should have this without any kind of issue.
Terrorists win.
10-7. Wakadia's Mac 10 going to lead the way through Monster. Jota's going to be on his hip. Zantares is going to take some fights from short. They've got to hit the timing of this before Zello gets too close on the flank, and they should be fine.
There's a good kill from Wakadia. Belchinok with the USP. But shouldn't really be anything other than that one kill.
Yeah, but they're held on a Monster, so the flake can have an impact now. And remember, that's an M4.
Don't let it happen, Aurora. Do not let
That
excello
smoke's about to fade.
execute you from behind. Here
What are we
he
doing,
comes.
boys?
Not looking, not ready. excello, can he step up here? There's one and a second. excello has low HP in front of him, and excello taking everybody down. Exceptional on the flank from excello.
Zello playing Divider, the hero of the last round. You've got AW, Noda, and Belchinok playing over towards Monster in this B bomb site. Being challenged with the smoke break, blinded. He gets 2. Noda saves his life, and Belchinok recovers in time, and the B bomb site holds.
Yeah, once again, Aurora coming to B, but it's all about Paravision on that B bomb site, both on the T side and the CT side now. Under a minute left. Woxic and Major with no real hope at getting anything done here.
And I'll tell you what, we can reopen the conversation. Aurora been one of the most brittle teams we've seen in terms of mentality through 2025. They've had a tough time when the pressure is on. And Paravision is now applying that pressure. And it's exponentially increasing with every round they win. Zantares looking frustrated. Another round shoved to the side.
Woxic steps up to the top of the stairs. Bomb in his back, gets spotted early. You start rotating as well. He's going to hunt down excello, still can't get the kill. And we are now looking at 10-9. And you're right, mental collapse has certainly been something we've talked about surrounding Aurora all year long. And this could be the moment. That previous round with the excello flank against pistols.
No, it's not looking good.
Oh, it is starting to collapse for Aurora.
It's not looking good, boys.
40 seconds Aurora gather at B. They haven't found a huge amount of success finishing on this B bomb site. Paravision have always been one step ahead. Here they come again in a crucial round. Round 21. Noda with the first kill. Woxic to trade it. Limited time as Aurora start to send their waves attacking in. And it is Aurora who wash over the Paravision defenses, finally breaking through into this B site. But that bomb plan is denied by James. Once again, he is the thorn in their side as Aurora could possibly lose this round. They get rid of James with a smoke clearance and put it all on Excello, the X factor today, but not this time, not in this round, and Aurora win an important round victory.
Oh, that's one of the few times Jay makes the aggressive decision rather than the passive one to sit back in graffiti, try and step around the edge of the smoke, and it's just broken open.
3 players ready to go just in front of that dice box. Lie 2. It's AW. His teammates are gone, but he doesn't need them. AW with the 3K. Here's Zantares now trying to make the difference for Aurora, but it's Jota instead who has found the important kills. Comes down to a 2v2. Either Aurora move forward to map point or Paravision tie things up.
You got time to get in new positions if you're Aurora as well, but you got to do it now.
It's these 2 major rookies up against Zantares and Jota coming back in through bank. Here comes the retake. Here comes the utility. Smokes down. Defuse started. Paravision holding it. Holding on that defuse all the way. And they will win the round. It's all tied again between Paravision and Aurora. An overpass will go down to the final wire.
Thankfully for Aurora, Jane backed off all the way to the bomb site, because they probably want to save a few flashes on these angles and bathrooms so that they don't have to be worried, so they can have them for the execute for the set piece. There's 1, there's 2. They're not going to slow down.
And it's James again with another opening kill. Back-to-back rounds, James delivering. Consistently throughout his career, he has overperformed at majors. He gets dropped out of his team. He has to go back and rebuild with a bunch of new rookies. He's brought them here. Now we have to pull off a retake to try and close out in regulation versus Aurora. Easier said than done because Zantares is still around, but not for long. Excello proves he's the better X in the server, and Wakadia fragging forward. Still 3 players stand for Aurora in this post plan, but once again it's a flight. This time Belchinok at race, they line up, and Belchinok knocks over all 3. It will be Paravision to collect yet another upset victory here in Budapest. The StarLadder Major is delivering for James yet again, and it's a win over Aurora added to their tally.
Yeah, his self-professed miracle run continues.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.